guys, what is the moment video today? Don't mind me. I am just grinding and in Pokemon Red, by the way. In the background. But today I wanted to talk about something. Now this is not gonna be RPGs, it's not gonna be anything. This is simply a video to explain something. Now, I wanted to do this since I first saw it happening on YouTube. And I've literally spent days of my life on Reddit, on Pokemon community forum. I spent days just constantly checking there. You might be wondering why. Well, there's this thing called the Pokemon Soulink. It's like a Nuzlocke, but it also adds a ton of new rules, which are honestly ingenious and amazing. Now, this video, usually people explain it at the beginning of videos, but it always takes 15 minutes, and then they only pick their starter in one episode, and it's really terrible. So, I'm going to be doing a Soulink with Beth, because that's the easiest way to do it, because it's really hard when you have 39/8 subscribers. I don't know, the YouTube subscriber count is not very accurate way of depicting how many subs you have, but, especially when you're small, but, so I decided I was going to do it with Beth. The thing is, though, is that we don't have two DSs and or two laptops that we can use to get an emulator. So what we said we're going to do is, it might not be like tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. I don't know. I want to do it tomorrow, or we might not be able to. Basically, it'll be coming soon. So today I wanted to spend this episode thing. It doesn't count as episode. I wanted to spend this little time explaining the rules of it in depth and explain why they're amazing. So, the Pokemon Soulink, if you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, then 1, get good scrub, and 2, a Pokemon Nuzlocke is when you play through the game normally, but you can only catch the first Pokemon in each zone in or town, so you can, if you fish or surf, including your starter that counts for that town. And if a Pokemon faints, then it quote-unquote dies. You can put it in a death PC box, or the 12th PC box if you want. You can release it if you want to, if you're that heartless and cruel. No, I'm kidding, but I'm definitely not going to do that. You can do whatever you want that way. Most people do it randomized, which is the reason that I'm doing it on an emulator in the first place, is that randomized is the best way to do it, because then you're not just getting a normal starter, you could be getting anything. And I don't know if I explained this already, but it's going to be black and white. Now, so there's 3 reasons why we can't, but why I'm not just using regular DS version or something. 1, or actually 4. 1, I want it to be randomized. 2, like I said before, we don't have 2 DSs. 2 DSs. And 3, we don't have 2 laptops or whatever to use. And 4, because there's actually a really huge problem in doing it with black and white. And it's that you can't catch a Pokemon on the first route, which is really terrible, because that means that you can only have 2 Pokemon by the time you get to the first gym, which is just not good. Probably. And by that I mean, if you're probably wondering why, the first route you can only get Lillipup and you can only get Patrat. I don't even think that there was the smallest chance of being able to get a Purloin. And then even on that next route, there's still a really good there's a small chance you can get a Purloin, but it's just way too ridiculous. And then you can get a monkey or a different Pokemon in the Dream Yard, so then you end up either getting an elemental monkey, which is useful, or whatever. It's really, really confusing to do it that way. So I'm going to be doing a randomized on an emulator, and she's going to be doing it on the straight DS. I'm going to try my hardest. I don't know if it's completely possible. I'm pretty sure it is, but I'm going to try my hardest to make it so you can see both our point of views and all of our Pokemon. It's probably going to be really hard to do because I don't have like Adobe Premiere Pro. I have to use Bandicam, Monitor Filmora, and Photoshop. But I'm still going to try. And yeah, so now I want to just explain the rules. Now that you know why I'm doing it, what it is, basically. So the rules that a Soulink adds can actually be really confusing, which is why I wanted to spend a whole episode on this. So the first thing is that it's the same as a Nuzlocke, where you catch the first Pokemon in each area. Well, there's 2 people playing, they have to be playing at the same time. And then the first Pokemon you catch in each area, they both have to be different. And you can change these rules all you want, but this is the basic way that most people play, and the way that we're going to be playing, pretty much. So one is you have to get your first Pokemon at each route, unless it's a gender, they have to be opposing genders. And on one route, they cannot be the same type. Now, you also, between both parties, you cannot have the same primary type between any of them. So if she gets Oshawott as her starter, she picks Oshawott as her starter, and I randomize and get. I'm assuming randomize is only going to be Gen 5 Pokemon. I'm assuming, since you can't get regular Pokemon until after the Elite Four. Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to be like that. So say I randomize and my starter is Blitzel. We're just going to say that. Alright, so now, later on the road, she cannot catch a Blitzel. She cannot catch a Joltik. She cannot catch an Electivire. And actually, the thing I was talking about earlier, you could also, you can't get anything that's not primary electric types in the Volt Cave or whatever it's called. I guess you can get a Drillbur. Like I said before, it's just really confusing. So then they're linked. If one Pokemon goes into PC, then the other Pokemon goes into the PC. If one dies, the Pokemon it's linked with dies. Also, and this can be exciting and very challenging because both people that are playing have to work together to like say the Blitzel and the Oshawott thing again. Okay, so say because I picked Blitzel and because the slot that it was the was also, or well, let's have a different example. Oh yeah, and the gyms are gonna be randomized too. So say I get like a Geodude, which I know is not rock and roll. Let's do rock and roll it, okay? So it's part ground type, I believe. It might not be. I don't know. I don't care. Because the first gym could have electric types. Well, it could have some electric types. So say to counter them, I need yeah, okay. So say to counter them, I need to get something. I don't know. I really, this is starting to get really, really confusing. Anyways, oh jeez. And so anyways, so say, and then it's just basically like, if somebody puts a Pokemon into the PC, you have to kind of like balance your teams, kind of, I guess, which is really fun. Also, like, all items and trainers and everything are randomized, so you really have to do a lot of grinding because it's Nuzlocke, and it's a little bit confusing. But actually, I'm pretty sure that those are all the basic rules, and people are coming home. This is terrible. Anyway, I'm pretty sure that's it. If I left any rules out, then they're going to be in the comments. Ah, Jack! Anyway, thank you for the video. Please go check out some other videos. Go check out 5 things I would love to see in Pokemon Sun and Moon, because I keep saying that for some reason. And also go check out my my fake reaction, my real reaction to this Sonic.exe animation that's on Even Art. That's my friend. Anyway, thank you for the video. I'll see you next time. Bye!